Today's topic is based on dissolution of partnership firm. You know what is a partnership firm? Partnership firm is a firm which is associated with an agreement of partners. A, B, C, D, they can be partners and they come to an agreement either verbally or written, and that on based on that agreement there is a firm, and that is called the partnership firm, where they share the profits and loss according to their capitals or whatever agreed ratio. Now, in this cases, we are talking about dissolution of the partnership firm and the modes of those dissolution of partnership firm. Now, the word dissolution means it is the entire the break or the partners they no longer want to continue in that particular agreement. So, what are the modes? There are two modes. One is with the intervention of the court, and the other without the intervention of the court. Now, first one, dissolution without the intervention of the court. That is when all partners agree to dissolve the firm, compulsory dissolution. When all are, but one partner of the firm becomes insolvent, or when the business of the firm becomes unlawful, when the number of partners exceed 20, and on the happening of one of the following incidents: dissolution by agreement among all partners, dissolution of partnership by notice in the case of partnership at will, dissolution on the completion of a particular venture, only insolvency of a partner, and dissolution of the expiry of the term for which the firm was formed. So, these are some of the ways in which it is dissolved without the intervention of the court. Now, again, if you come in the case of when an order is given by the court, these are the possibilities. One is in case if the partner becomes of unsound mind or becomes permanently incapable of carrying on the partnership deed. So, in that case, definitely we'll have to dissolve the partnership deed or the partnership firm, because other partners may take an upper hand against this insolvent or disabled partner. When it is not possible to run a particular business except on a loss, when a partner is guilty of misconduct and cause of harm to the partnership firm, when a partner is responsible for a breach of the partnership agreement, there are a lot of conditions that have to be followed. And if one partner goes against it, then it is called breach of partnership agreement. When a partner other than the partner filing a suit has transferred the whole of his interest to a third party. Now, suppose at the time of filing a suit, one of the partner, if it is not him, and if we find that one of the partners has transferred his entire property to a third person, the court may, on any other grounds too, the court may interfere and ask the partnership to be dissolved. Now, at the time of dissolution, there are certain things that have to be followed. One is you have to make the payment of losses. First of all, the amount of loss, including the deficiency of capital, shall be paid first out of profit, next out of capital, and lastly, if necessary, will be realized from the partners in the profit sharing ratio. So it is very clear here, if there is a deficiency, first thing you have to make good from the profit, then you will have to make good from the capital. Again, if nothing is possible, what they have to do is they will have to bring in money to clear it in their profit sharing ratio. Then, distribution of assets. Amount realized from the sale of assets of the firm, including any sum contributed, shall be applied in the following order. One is, how do you pay it? First is, you will pay it to the third parties. Out of the remaining amount, any loans advanced by the partners will be paid off. Thereafter, the partner's capital will be refunded. If some amount remains balance, it will be divided among profit sharing ratio. So it's very clear. First, the third parties will be paid off. Then the loans, if the partner has brought a loan, that loan will be cleared off. Then the capitals will be cleared off. And again, if there is anything balance, it will be shared in the profit sharing ratio. Now, next is, what do you do with the payment of firm's debts and personal debts? Now, in case the assets of the firm shall be applied first to pay the debts of the firm, and anything balance can be used given to the partner. And also, if the asset, personal property of the partner, first will be used to pay off his personal debts, and only then anything balance can be given to the partnership firm. Now, accounting treatment of dissolution. These are the four main accounts that have to be prepared. One is a realization account, which is a nominal account, and partner's loan account, partner's capital and current account, and cash or bank account. Now, first one is a realization account, which is a nominal account. It is mainly to find out whether it is profit or loss. All the assets of the firm are transferred, all the liabilities are transferred, the assets are sold, and the money is received, all the liabilities are paid off, and end result, we are going to check whether it is profit or loss. And if it is profit, that is shared in the profit sharing ratio to the partners. And if it is loss, also the loss has to be divided in the profit sharing ratio and sent to the partner's capital account. Again, you have the partner's loan account. If the partner has given any loan to the firm, then the loan will be paid off after the external liabilities are paid off. External liabilities are paid off in the realization account. It should also be remembered that the partner's loan is not transferred to realization account, but a separate account will have to be opened, and that is the journal entry for partner's loan account debtor to bank. Again, partner's capital account, they are accounts opened if it's a profit or loss on realization, accumulated profits, assets or liabilities taken over, etc., are transferred to this account called the partner's capital account. After this, the accounts are settled among themselves. If the capital account shows a debit balance, then he is required to bring in cash, but if it is a credit balance, he can take the cash. Now, next is a cash or bank account. After you have to open the cash and bank account. After incorporating all the transactions related to cash and bank, this account will stand closed. So, this is how you deal with the dissolution of firms, of partnership firms. Thank you.